coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll set up a throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 2nd down now, Bentley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Trump. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Got you.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
3 bud. Alert 3. Yeah. Alert 3. Shift. Watch the shift. He's called though.
We got double up.
On 2nd down, Bentley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And Butker pulled it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 73 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Powerful running. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check, 59. Here we go, let's bring it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
D-line, get that quarterback.
Mike 5-9. Go. Watch the out. Hayward. Mike 59.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Raiders have got him.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Good job.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Mike 27. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Letting one go deep for the end. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Sanders. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Here's Sanders on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Valvin away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Sanders going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Come on. You better break it.
Now Sanders to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21.
Check 24.
First down, a run with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Sanders. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught at the 8. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here we go. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll give Fournette another crack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Here's Fournette. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Sanders now throwing on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24. Yard line. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Murray now. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first. Down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You got three down. Check down, 81. Check four.
Murray now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing now is Murray. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a 1st down and run out this 1st half.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 50. Crunch time, defense. Front. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Go. Hey, save.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm coming. 51, Mike 51. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine. Deuce. Shift. Wheel. Kill.
2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this 1st half of action. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Murray now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Leonard Fournette, 41 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 4. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here we go. Ancient Gator.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Check 99.
Fournette, a first down carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 43-yard line.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22 on first down. It's Cohen, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready? Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
It's our time. It's our time.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's moving, boys, moving.
Hey. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. A pitch back, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Fournette running out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Come on. 42 to Mike, 42.
On 2nd and 9, Murray stepping up. He's going to keep it. Murray has the first down and more. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 23 yards for the touchdown. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw it, Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. In for the score. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Back to throw. Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got the hook up to Miller. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Murray. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Murray now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a win.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Now a first throw here in overtime, and that will be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl, what do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. of Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse. That gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Ready? 69. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming. Try. Hey, Mike 51. Set the tone, defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Bentley, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 54. So we got man. Check 13. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
6.
Let's go now. 70 ending. 51. Danny. Watch that.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. It's your store and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Get you sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him.